Welcome to another episode of The Naked Agent. I've got my good friend, John Lutcza with Gold Financial. And today, John, what is it that we're going to be making?
We're making bruschetta.
Bruschetta. That's the proper way that an Italian pronounces it?
The true Italian way to say it.
The true Italian way. Well, I appreciate you helping me with my pronunciation. Tell me real quick and tell the audience out there, why is this dish important to you? What does it remind you of?
So, growing up in an Italian household, food is obviously very important, right? And we spend a lot of time in the kitchen as a family. In I think any Italian household, the kitchen is really the heart of the home, right?
Yep.
So the reason I like making the bruschetta is my wife, she's Italian as well, right? And she's an amazing cook. So when we were dating, trying to impress her, what I did was I mastered my bruschetta recipe. So when she taste tested it, she loved it. So now whenever I want to, if I'm in the doghouse or I need to get some more brownie points, I'll make some bruschetta for my wife. And
Bruschetta.
Bruschetta.
I mean, you just botched it right there. So let's go over some of the ingredients that we've got today. We've got our fresh and homemade mozzarella. We've got some stuff from your garden in here. So this is
a
dry basil.
Dry basil, some fresh oregano, and some other Italian seasoning.
All right, some hidden Lutcza
Can't tell you all the
recipe.
secrets, man.
I know. We've got our red onion, our basil, which we're gonna chop up.
Fresh Roma tomato.
Fresh Roma tomatoes. And no, they're not organic. The organic ones were like this big. We've got our garlic, which almost everything I cook has garlic. Olive oil, red wine vinegar, salt, pepper. Beautiful baguette from
Fresh
Central
baguette.
Market. You gotta have this. Their bread is unbelievable there.
Perfect.
Yep, a little hard. We've got our cooking tools, bread cutter knife. So the food in your family, family is very important to you. And why we're talking about why family is very important, let's get some of this taken care of. What do you want? Do you want basil or do you want onion?
We're gonna do it all, but we're gonna probably start with the tomato.
All right, so I'm gonna pop some tomatoes over there. We're gonna get into a little bit of family and why that's important to you while you're doing this. All right, so tell me, why is family and food so important to you?
Well, again, I think that in all cultures, people,
You want to dice these?
yeah, we're gonna dice them.
Oh, okay, perfect.
You spend a lot of time in the kitchen.
Yep.
Right? You spend a lot of time over food. It's always a comfort, right? So for family, I have two girls. 11, Gianna is 14, Isabella is 11, and
Italian much in the names?
They're Italian, So we spend a lot of time in the kitchen. They spend time with their mother, learning her recipes and so on and so forth. And it's always, whenever you're stressed out or something like that, I always feel like it's just a safe spot to go to relax.
Yep.
And honestly to pass down just other traditions from family. So
That's great to hear. In any time, with technology today, with families today, to hear family values, again, I would say that family values are the main thing that the people that we've had on The Naked Agent this year really talk about, is why that's so important to you. Do we want to cut up the rest of the tomatoes, or are we good there?
I think we're good once I finish mine up. You're doing good, man. You're doing good.
All right, so what are we going to get done here? We want to get the tomatoes in.
The tomatoes in, we're going to dice the onion,
Yep.
and the garlic we need to chop very thin and diced as well.
All right, so do you want garlic or do you want onion?
I'll do the garlic, you can do the onion.
Ah, man, you're gonna make me cry. I always said the way to make The Naked Agent as successful as possible, I told you, what did I say? Is to make the other person cry, right?
Right.
Yep.
You're gonna cry.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so while we're getting this part done here, you've been at Gold Financial for over 10 years,
Correct.
which, my opinion, as the consumer, that's super rare for someone to be.
It is. In this industry, you see a lot of people flipping around and trying to go on to what they think the next best company is or next best deal is for them.
Yep.
Working with a company like Gold, we're a large company, but we're a family. So that's always been very important to me. I have anytime I can call the owner of our company right up and get anything resolved that we need to. Also a sign I've always said for certain loan officers, if they're moving from place to place, you have to kind of question: is it the work ethic? Is it some other issue going on? So you want to do when it comes to the most important piece of your financing, you probably want to go to this pretty stable company.
Right.
Stable loan officer.
And let's talk about stable loan officer, stable company, just all that kind of today's world, we've got technology out there, we've got the news out there, real or fake.
Right.
And it's really easy to go down a rabbit hole and find someone who's not a professional, that's just strictly online and doesn't have the backing or the knowledge. Tell me some of the pitfalls that people are falling into today.
Well, that's a great point, Brandon, because there's a lot of noise online when it comes to home finance, right? So you have these, certain technologies that are trying to let people know what their credit scores are, what they need to do.
Do you want these chopped finer?
Yeah, it's fine as possible. And those, we find that they're not very accurate, right? So it leads to people being let down. When you really want to know where you stand, you want to contact a mortgage professional, speak to them directly, have a real conversation with them. Don't do all the research online, because a lot of times it's just bad information. It's not true. It's not, There's a lot of moving parts that go into truly qualifying for a home loan. And if you're dealing with a real professional, they'll get you through it quickly and painlessly. My goal for all of our clients is to make the process fun. It doesn't need to be difficult. You want it to be. Did I upset you?
Your story is so moving. It is. It's an emotional story, I tell you what.
We want the process to be seamless. We want it to be enjoyable.
Yep.
There's a large emotional piece that goes to buying a home. It's not just a transaction, right? You're buying a home to create start memories for your family if you're a first-time home buyer. There's lots of pieces to that myself and my company, we take that seriously. We're not looking to just do a loan and move on. We want to be, we're part of your family.
So you make the experience, as I'm sitting here crying and blinking my eyes consistently, you make the people that you work with, not only at Gold Financial, but the people that you're helping into their wants and needs, part of the family.
Correct.
So, we're back. And we were talking about why it's important to not only have people that you work with that are like family, but also the people that you're helping into loans. Give me a horror story of someone that has come or that you've heard just from your colleagues when it comes to someone finding an unprofessional lender.
There's a lot of it. So again, when people start sometimes online trying to do research that way, they can tend to get baited into something that's just advertising a low rate. And that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to qualify for that, or it's not the right program. When you're dealing with a professional, they're going to guide you through and show you all the options you qualify for.
Right.
Okay. And again, everyone's situation is different. Home financing isn't like an auto loan where it's a matter of you just want to, do you want 3 years, 4 years, 5 years?
Sign and drive.
Right. It's not. There's a lot of, we look at the whole financial plan. Is your goal to be in the home for forever? Is your goal to be in the home for a short period of time? I've had clients that are transferred into Dallas that know they're going to be moving back to me, their home state of Georgia, but they want to have a home here now.
Even though everything's bigger and better in Texas.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But, so again, there's a loan program that fits that client better than, we'll say, the person with an expanding family that is trying to, moving from a 2,000 square foot house to a 3,500 square foot house and knows they're going to stay there for a while. And
maybe they're going to rehab it such like you did and I did, and so eventually they're going to need that rehab loan, which is starting to become a more popular item out there.
So again, each situation for every client is different. There's nothing cookie cutter when it comes to mortgages, and that's really what we try to explain to our clients is it's not as simple of how much can I borrow, what's this going to cost. There's a lot more parts to it.
Right.
Do you want to put a heavier down payment down? Some people think, the old school way of thinking was, put as much money down as you can.
Right.
Well, in our market right now where it's appreciating, I let your home be the asset. Let it gain value on its own. So you might be better off putting a little less money down, keeping that for something else or another investment, and let the home appreciate. Then we can look at eliminating mortgage insurance and other pieces that go to it.
I mean, to me, being on the other side of the fence, though I see mortgages all the time because of what we do.
Right.
Your knowledge is, I look at it like this, and we've had lots of people on the Naked. Your knowledge is just vast.
Thank you.
And you get what family A, what family B, how they can differentiate themselves and why this is important here, but over here, listen,
Something's different, exactly.
Yeah, so it's not a one size fits all.
Correct.
It's not a cookie cutter.
No.
You look at what their wants and needs are. That's great. All right, so what do we have left to do for
our basil? We need to get our basil in there, and we're going to...
Do you want me to roll it up like a cigar like I normally do? You want it nice and minced, all right.
Amazing knife skills, Brandon.
I don't know about that. I've cried half of it, so,
While we're doing that, I'm going to help you with the olive oil here.
Excellent.
But, again, kind of a prime example of what we do at Gold. A lot of people say, what's your new wheelhouse? What do you specialize in? we specialize in helping everybody from all aspects, no matter where you're at, whether you're a first-time home buyer or a seasoned home buyer buying your third, fourth home, or an investor. I deal with multi-million-dollar homes in Highland Park, and I deal with, a mobile home out in the country. So we have a very, very, very open box of what we try to fit our clients into. We're also one of the few lenders that will work with credit scores even as low as a 500 credit score. So again, a lot of noise out there on what can and can't be done. So I try to tell people, the best thing is just to speak to a true professional.
Right. I couldn't have said it better myself, because you are, at the end of the day, a true professional.
Thank you.
No, you're not going to cut it.
I'm tearing it. I'm tearing it for you, okay? I watched on the cooking show. They said you're supposed to tear it or turn it.
Did they?
Yeah.
It turns great. Well,
it turns or something. So again, a mortgage guy, not a chef, but
mortgage guy, insurance guy, neither one of us are chefs, but hey, we're chefs in training. All right, so there we go. So we've got a majority of the ingredients in there. Do you need any of this, or are we done with it?
Go ahead and put that in there.
All of it?
And yes.
All right.
And then I'm gonna steal, because we're gonna need a lot more olive oil. Just gonna mix that in.
Pop it in the oven. Hold on real quick. All right, so we're gonna get this put in the oven.
Okay.
And we're gonna let this go for how long?
Just a couple minutes.
Okay.
We just want to get a little crust.
Little crust on it. All right,
tighten it up.
perfect. Let's get this in. All right, so let's get back to what you guys, your team, tell me about your team at Gold Financial, because I've had the fortune of meeting them, and tell me about them.
We have a great team. Again, back to the family atmosphere.
Yep.
Pretty much all of our team, we've worked together for many, many years,
Okay.
which is unheard of in the mortgage industry.
Right.
So having that trust level between one another is amazing, right? What we're trying to do, instead of just, we've tried different avenues of how we build our business, right? So what we've created now is called the $10 million agent class, okay?
Which I'm fortunate to be a part of,
exactly.
and we've got about 40 some odd people that are
attending it
right now. We just finished week 2. Why did you do that?
So again, I want to try to help people grow their business. Okay. When I'm looking for new business partners to do business with, I don't come out with, I'm the best person in the world, ask all your friends, give me all your business. It's, hey, what can we do to help you build your business? What value can I bring to help you expand, right? If you're a realtor and you have a great referral partner, I'm not trying to take away that relationship. What I'm trying to do is see what deals maybe you're missing out on that we could add back in for you. If you're a real estate agent, and Brandon, I could help you maybe add 1 or 2 more transactions a month, would that be helpful?
Obviously, absolutely,
Right.
for what is made off of there.
Right. So, and that's what we're looking to do. So by doing the coaching class, a lot of companies do a continuing education.
All over the place.
It's a one and done. People are in and out. I mean, You've already seen what we've built just in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
People are really happy. They're coming back. They're attending it, and we're able to help them build their business. I mean, hiring a coach is very, very expensive.
Right.
So the fact that we've willing to invest in newer agents or other agents, out there to help them get the tools to take their business to the next level. This isn't just training for a brand new realtor. This is for whether you're a top agent or you are struggling to get through.
Right.
It's a way to take your business to the next level.
We've got a wide spectrum of agents that are in there just from what I've met, and your model is the same model that we have, and that's why we work so well together. It's not about, hey John, send more business.
Right.
Hey Brandon, what can you do for me?
Right.
We're finding ways to give back without ever sitting there saying, what about me?
Right.
It's not the wham method.
Right.
It's the give,
Right.
and that's why
we're helping people build value for their business.
And that's why more realtors need to find you and your team. And I was introduced to you from one of your top realtors.
Yes, absolutely.
Great person, John Lutcza, here
Lutcza,
locally.
Butcher Group, yep.
Butcher Group. We're doing a couple projects with him right now. Yep. But that's how people get ahead. Let me give you something as opposed to asking you for something. So let's take a look and see what it looks like. Is it ready?
Let's take a look. You sure you're not Italian?
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie. It's a Lutcza.
Oh, there you go, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, come on now. You're on the Naked Agent. We got to promote you. Can you see the here, John? You got to come down and see the flame. Can you see that?
Look at that. Yeah, it's glowing.
Yeah. Can you see that, man?
Great. I can smell. Can you smell it? It smells delicious.
Yeah. All right. Ooh, wow. Look at the crisp right there.
Perfect. Perfect little crunch. Absolutely.
Yeah, that is going to light it up. All right, so while we let those cool, so we don't burn our mouths, you guys have something that I saw on the board when I was in the office called the Gold Hero Program.
Yes, Gold Hero.
So tell me about the Gold Hero Program.
So, you know, at Gold, we really do like to give back to the people that take care of us every day, right? So
you're talking about first responders, men, women.
Correct. First responders,
yeah.
Teachers, military, medical field, you know, nurses, doctors, people that take care of us on a day-to-day basis. We want to give back to them. So right now and through the end of the year, any first responder, anyone that qualifies for the Gold Hero Program, and again, we're trying to give back to as many as we can, right? They'll receive a $750 lender credit off their closing costs. Okay?
Wow.
So it's just a way to give, let us, give something back.
All right, so, ready to take a first bite?
I'm ready.
All right, man. This looks unbelievable. I appreciate you sharing your special recipe that helped you win over your wife.
That's it.
All right. Yeah, that's awesome.
Perfect.
Whether you're looking to make a friend, meet a new family member, or have someone who has the utmost regard from myself and my team when it comes to mortgage lending, John Lutcza with Gold Financial. I can now call you my friend, and I have for a while now. I appreciate you joining us on the Naked Agent today. Until next time, stay crispy, my friends.
Thank you, Brent.